I wanted for just a minute to come back to what Ola said. And
Yes.
I was approached yesterday by a few people that said she's unlikable. I cannot
You cannot like her
in a way. A few people came up to me.
Yeah.
But you propose also different endings in a way.
Yes.
Because this was the moment, and I read a little bit about how people interpret this moment, when the novel was written, that it was, and how I interpreted it, that woman, it was this moment when there was this shift between I am passive and I'm active, and she was a victim of that kind of shift, that she wasn't she wanted to be active, but she didn't know that she can in a way. I don't know how to do that. So she's in between. But you propose a different endings of the story.
Yeah, that was one way of saying, if this happened today, they wouldn't necessarily take poison. No. But maybe to go for a divorce if you have no training, no professional, no nothing, is that so great? She's going to go on welfare, she'll be minimal, she will be economically really in the margins as sort of a punishment for her excess of spending before that. There are different ways of thinking about that. In this 1950s ending, where she's being confined to a psychiatric hospital because she becomes so hysterical, we know that, first of all, everybody has hysterical moments and can be mad, and also to lock someone up. Yeah. How great is that? Now, I think I would prefer the poison, but so there are different possibilities, different endings. In the likability of this character, we have worked really hard to make her as likable as is necessary for people to critically engage, this empathic unsettlement. We don't want you to identify in the sense of, I want to be like her, which is what the tearjerker romantic movie would want you to do. Oh, how wonderful, Sissy, the Queen of Austria, you want to be her. And we didn't want that, but we do want her to be likable enough to feel deeply with her when she is in this miserable situation. When you see Rodolphe bullshitting her about how he will always be loyal and faithful and follow her everywhere to the end of the world, we know that's not going to happen. And so that sort of moments where God, girl, wake up, be a little smarter. That's the moment that you don't like her, right? That she falls for that. But having not all been in situations where we could have been a little more savvy, but we were sort of seduced into believing. It's like all these, and go back to this link with capitalism, all these special offers, where you get offers for, they put a higher price, they cross it out, they put a lower price. And when you research what the same product was costing a month later in the same shop, it was actually cheaper than the special offer.
They sell you 3 of them as well. So.
Yeah. So this constant seduction that makes you do stupid things. I mean, I cannot really not vouch for myself and my whole life and say I've never done anything stupid. I've done really stupid things. And so at those moments I do empathize. Not that you necessarily like her, but you do feel that there is something unfair going on. And you can't say who is being unfair. I mean, Rodolphe, of course, is a totally beautiful cynicism when, before he goes out to seduce her, he says to himself, how do I get rid of her afterwards? That is in the novel, and I know it's in a million people's heads when they set out on a seduction course. They say, okay, but I don't want her to become clinging. How do I do that? Well, he does it by breaking off and using the quill that she gives him as a gift to destroy her. And those moments are really poignant, and then you feel like, I mean, I do feel for her. I also like the actors, and that helps.